The father of robotics, Ismail al-Jazari. The hook and introduction. When we hear the word robot, our minds usually drift to modern Japan, advanced AI, or companies like Tesla. But what if I told you that the true father of robotics lived over 800 years ago? Long before electricity or computers were even imagined, a Muslim scientist was building machines that could move and act on their own. His name was Ismail al-Jazari. Today, we are going to dive into the story of this genius engineer whose inventions changed the course of history. Who was he? The story takes place in the 12th century, during the Golden Age of Islam. Al-Jazari served as the chief engineer at the Artakid Palace in what is now modern-day Turkey. He wasn't just a scientist who wrote theories in books, he was a master craftsman. The king, at the time, loved innovation and challenged al-Jazari to build machines that had never been seen before. Devices that would not only be useful, but also magical to look at. Accepting this challenge, al-Jazari began creating technology that was centuries ahead of his time. The robot servant, the wudu machine. Let's look at one of his most fascinating inventions, the peacock washing machine, or the automated servant. He built a machine that looked like a royal servant holding a pitcher of water. When the king stood before it to perform wudu, ablution, the mechanical servant would automatically pour water from the pitcher. But the magic didn't stop there. Once the washing was done, the machine would extend its other hand to offer the king a towel and a comb. Imagine doing this 800 years ago, using only water pressure, gears, and pistons, zero electricity. The masterpiece, the elephant clock. However, al-Jazari's greatest masterpiece was the legendary elephant clock. This wasn't just a clock, it was a marvel of engineering and art. It featured a giant mechanical elephant carrying a structure on its back. Every hour, a complex series of events would trigger. A bird would chirp, a dragon's mouth would open to drop a ball, and the mahout, driver, on the elephant, would strike a drum. Beyond engineering, this clock was a symbol of unity. It combined an Indian elephant, a Chinese dragon, an Egyptian phoenix, and Arabian figures, celebrating the diversity of the world in one single machine. 3 o'clock to 3:45. Section 5. His legacy and modern impact. You might be surprised to know that the technology inside your car today owes a debt to al-Jazari. He is credited with inventing the crankshaft and the suction pump, mechanisms that convert rotary motion into linear motion. These are the foundations of modern machinery. Even the great Leonardo da Vinci is said to have been influenced by al-Jazari's book, the Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices. Without his pioneering work, the Industrial Revolution might have looked very different. Ismail al-Jazari showed the world that, with curiosity and knowledge, impossible is just a word. He is the unsung hero of engineering who bridged the gap between the ancient world and the modern future. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and share. Who should we talk about in the next video? Let me know in the comments.